What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. Crit. Just playing around. Jay Roos once again. Shout out to Chris Jones. Anyway, I just thought today I give you something a little different. I know I always give you observations, but I thought I'd switch it up this time and let you know a little bit about myself. I grew up in sunny San Diego, California. It's called America's finest city, but I want to tell you where I grew up specifically, the side you don't see on TV, and that's Southeast San Diego. And we call it Dago, but all of when you hear about Southern California, the inner city, you always hear about Compton, Watts, South Central, even Oakland, and all the neighborhoods are pretty much the same, just, you know, different gangs and stuff like that. One city may have more Crips, one may have more Bloods, but in Oakland it's a little different, at least it used to be. But all the neighborhoods are pretty much the same in Southern California, and that's where I grew up, Southeast San Diego. And I went to Lincoln High School, and home of Marcus Allen. My uncle, by the way, used to coach him in Pop Warner, Valencia Park. Home of Terrell Davis. I went to school with Terrell Davis. But Marcus Allen, you know his career. You can YouTube him, Google it. He went to USC, won the Heisman Trophy, went on to have a great career with the Raiders and Kansas City Chiefs. Terrell Davis went on to play with the Denver Broncos, took John Elway to 2 Super Bowls. He was Super Bowl MVP. And I have some great high school stories, by the way. But anyway, I grew up in a time where drug dealing had just hit. It was like the big thing. Everybody was trying to do it, but there was only a couple of guys that were big and they ran the city. And of course, I'm not gonna say any names, but I was watching Training Day the other day, so let's just call him Lonzo. the drug dealer Lonzo. He was the biggest drug dealer, one of the biggest drug dealers in San Diego, you know. Tall, muscular, good-looking guy, and he eventually got caught, you know, and locked up. It was a high-speed chase through the streets of Southeast San Diego, and he ended up doing, like, I think 10 or more years. So his enemies that were still on the streets felt safe to spread rumors that anybody that knew Lonzo knew weren't true, you know. Because this guy, he ran the streets, he ran the prison. When he was in there, he's just running everything. But this guy was spreading rumors because he felt safe. Like, oh, he's doing 10 to 20 years, you know, what's he gonna do? Anyway, let's just say that this guy was saying that he got manhandled in prison. Let's just say that he dropped the soap in prison. That's the rumor the guy was spreading. We all knew that was bogus. Anyway, the rumor somehow got back to Lonzo. It's like, even in jail, you know, he heard things. So I don't know if he heard the rumor while he was locked up and when he got out, but he made it a point to come see this guy. So he eventually got out, still had connections on the street because he knew everybody, and made a few phone calls, found out when and where the guy would be, and found out he was in church. So, like I said, he found out he was in church. So he just walks up in church. Now, picture this, you know, people just sitting in church, you know. He just walks up in there, snatches the guy up out of his seat, takes him to the car, smacks him up, takes him to the Coronado Bridge. And I don't know if you guys have seen the Coronado Bridge, but you can YouTube or Google it. It's a high bridge, and trust me, I've been on it. It seems even higher when you're on it than when you're looking at it from a distance. But anyway, it's a high bridge. He took him up there, smacked him up some more and said, "Jump." jump off the bridge, and dude's just sitting there crying. I mean, snot bubbles coming out. I mean, it reminded me of the scene in New Jack City with Nino Brown and dude hanging the guy off the bridge, even though this happened before that. So you wonder if some stories circulated to certain people and they used it, I don't know. But anyway, he just smacked the guy up, dude's crying and screaming, and I don't know if the dude was praying when he was in church, but trust me, I'm sure he was praying when he was up on that bridge. Anyway, Lonzo let him go, you know, smacked him up some more. I think he left him on the bridge, but you never heard no more rumors from that guy. In fact, he might be, who knows, a lawyer now or studying law. I don't know, but I just thought that was funny, and man, those were some crazy times. And I got a whole bunch of more stories from high school, Southeast San Diego, and like I said, that's the side you rarely hear about. You don't hear about Southeast San Diego. There's a lot of funny stories, man, and it was just a different time. And if you like the story, feel free to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and be fearless.